Hello. We're continuing. I just started without Angela there because I'm following Angela for the next bit, so I thought I'd start without you.
Hello. I thought you were going to start in here. That looks terrible, doesn't it? It's lovely to see you. It is sweltering here, and we are doing a little pre-record because we are just about to go into a 3-day wedding, but we was always going to say hello. And I think
last time we talked, we were actually going around the house.
Garden.
Yeah, the garden.
The garden.
Yeah, the garden. We haven't really gone up and done these floors, have we?
No, we didn't. And we finished last time. I remember us sitting on the chair downstairs, talking in the cloakroom. The cloakroom since
My name's Dick and I barely remember that, okay? So where we were last, I get confused. But come in with us. Quentin is on filming and he said, but I haven't done it. I've never done any moving around. So Quentin's in charge of looking after us.
And we are in our, this is the honeymoon suite. It's big. And if you're watching this, we know that you're our Chateau core. So you'll remember the whole Dick's grumpiness about that.
Hold on, come back 2 steps. You will remember the honeymoon suite, but we have been through a complete refresh for this year to get us up and running, because starting the weddings has meant that every room has needed some love. For example, I didn't even know that light was there.
Well, Dick doesn't come in the honeymoon suite very often because it's me that will have that interaction with the brides, and I am literally here with them in and out, making sure they've got bubbles, tea, coffee, sewing them into a dress.
So there has
flowers.
been a refresh. There's been,
Always
minimised the bar. They minimised the bar here
Yeah,
because you've got
yeah.
the fridge that's behind.
So-
You see,
yeah.
hold on, people don't see things like this normally. But as you see, there's a fridge in here so that at any time you should never be more than 5 meters away from a bottle of bubbly in our house. Okay.
That's very, very true. And also, there will always be somebody on hand to pour the bubbles. So, but this actually on our architect's plans is the chambre d'honneur. It's the most important bedroom of the house. And
this is the lady was that side, the man was that side, and they came in here, and this is a big canopy over when we first arrived.
Yeah.
And there was
there was a bed.
There was a bed in here.
It's got up in the
I suppose in the old days people may have met here, but I suppose what you're really interested in is this is fully up and running now.
Yeah.
The curtains weren't like this last time anybody came in here.
No, do you know what? If you go back to the early time, because it's when you get a room done and then you refine it and you refine it and you add and you make better. And at the time we got this room up and running and it was lovely, but we didn't have a sofa in. I don't think we even had curtains at all.
No curtains?
No.
We must have some. We had some.
Well, most of the windows have got blinds on them, so
okay.
but also the curtains can add where needed. Something soft. We had a different table because this was down in our kitchen.
You changed the pictures as well in here recently.
No, that I haven't, but I have changed the wall colour. So this sand paint, which is a Maison Deco, and lots and lots of people, because we've been having our fun and festivity days, of which we only had one a couple of weeks ago. So I'd say hello everyone that came. And these were I think plain green, because this sand paint is there. It is, that was the colour of it. But the sand paint just it breaks up, it gives it like this waterfall effect, but because it's paint and it's got sand in it and it's got lustre.
Come here. Watch. We're going to point to, see, you point towards that wall, and it's going to come up slightly. Come up. You see that sort of effect? That's because this paint has got sand in it. Okay, that's what waterfall. I was trying to work out what Angela was meaning, but I just had a little look and saw it.
But it doesn't feel like wallpaper because it hasn't got a repeat on it, and you can always, doesn't matter how crazy the repeat is, you can always tell that it is. So it adds a really nice gentle effect because you don't want too much going on in these rooms. You want that touch of elegance, but actually there's just, there's all the girls, all of the, I'm quite sure the way wedding this weekend, they're going to be having their sort of, their kimonos, their robes, their slippers, bubbles. It's busy in here. Everyone getting ready. It's just honestly, it's magical. It's such a privilege to sort of be that person sort of that can make that happen. So, but this is where the wedding party hangs out. But
they hang out everywhere, to be fair.
The reason this is nice. You come through here, as I say, it's an absolute sweltering day. So we've got the blinds closed,
to keep
but
the sun out of it.
yeah, it does make a difference actually. But again, it's simple but beautiful enough. And you know, we've got our reproduction bed, because I'd always wanted a Louis bed here, but do you remember when we were looking for them?
They're very small. I think we had little tiny French people going around, you know, and literally the beds were too tiny.
They were small.
Yeah, and all right, it's a honeymoon suite. You could get away with a small bed, but let's face facts. Who doesn't want to sprawl? And we have this ongoing thing. How many have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 pillows and cushions on a bed and a hot water bottle, but apparently that's perfectly acceptable.
Oh, I'll take the hot water bottle off to thought it looked pretty.
Yeah, but it's sort of the whole mindset is quite interesting. Come over here, Quinty. Come over here, Quinty.
And then,
we'll have a little sneaky peek. We'll have a little sneaky
right,
peek.
hold on.
Yep.
Bloody flower.
Okay, no, hold on. No, just lift up and just pause there for a second. You're looking out over the potager, the walled garden. You see all the work that's going on over there? More to come on that later, but you couldn't see that not so long ago. You see, there's a lot of work going on there. This whole area, is it's settled now and it's comfortable, isn't it?
It is, and there has been lots of bits and pieces, but I'm gonna walk past you because we're walking into the turret now, which is the wallpaper.
Turning around, Quinton. Well done, Quinton.
Which is
Swapping
the
places.
Wallpaper
We're pirouetting
Museum.
with Quinton.
Oh, right, you're gonna come sit on here with me?
I've never sat down there. All I did was get involved in making it. I've never actually sat. No, I don't.
Now, the Wallpaper Museum. Many are familiar with this. I mean, it has taken on a personality of its own, and I still, you know, for lots of different reasons. Firstly, when we found, Dorothy and I found all the wallpapers in the attic. Well, first of all, we nearly didn't because Jack was clearing out the attic. And
they were going to clear the chateau for us when I came back on a measuring trip. But we saved that,
and this is treasure.
And if it's meant for you, it won't go by you.
Absolutely.
And that's a saying of my mum's that we keep coming back to quite a lot. And because of me being there at exactly the right time, we just saved them throwing away. Because a pie like that may not be of interest to somebody who's just lived with it and think there's nothing unusual about it.
Absolutely, they really did see it as rubbish, and you can understand why they would think that. But it was treasure, and you know, my previous obsession with circuses and fairground, it kind of lent itself to the Harlequin sort of diamond, and thank goodness there ended up being lots of gaps because it got braided and it brought it to life. And you know, we call it the Wallpaper Museum because it's got the history. But one of my favourite things now is when the bride comes, they give me their wedding dress and it goes up here, and because often, and I know it's not tradition, but you know, we did, bride and groom will stay together the night before. Sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't, but this room could shut the door on it, and regardless of whether they both stay in the room or not, the wedding dress is here and it's sacrosanct, and also it makes it a really, really nice photograph. So come in, Quinton. If you get a little close up of some of the
that wallpaper you're looking at now with the flower, that was in the
kids' playroom.
Kids' playroom, yeah. This was the entrance hall. The greeny one. There's a lot. This entrance hall was very dark and oppressive. Even looking in here, these two, Banyule Dawn.
Yeah.
We bought the two chairs in Banyule Dawn. Yes. Look, wouldn't haggle. If you wanted them so much, you just paid them the money you asked for.
Do you know what? And they've been exactly the right chairs for this room, haven't they? They really have.
Yeah. I'll pretend I understand them.
Huh?
I'll pretend I understand them.
Well, they're nice and they're big and they sort of yeah.
We've got an egg timer in here. You see that timer? That's specially made for goose eggs.
Mm-hmm. Who knows?
Actually, it's not. I do know. It's for ladies of the night to do their timing. That's what it's for. We've got a collection of those around the place. Anyway, so this room comes through, and it's all in good nick. It's all sort of being repainted, touched up, made to be what it has to be.
Yeah, absolutely. It's our bathroom. The first bathroom that we properly did up, wasn't it? And
it had to be because we needed to rent it out.
Yeah. Well, at the time, I bought that sink and I bought it with us in mind because I loved it. And it was based on sort of like a Parisian design, and as double sinks went, it was beautiful. It had that, you know, the Art Deco feel while sort of feeling sort of luxurious. But we sort of realised quite quickly that there was no way that we could have it. We had to put it in here, didn't we? And the bath. I mean, I've honestly thought, that beautiful balcony, it's not there anymore. But it was sad because if you think about all the things that we got there.
It's a place on the way to Rennes that we found, and something like that. But you just can't get over the weight of that.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a big bath, but it's a choo-choo train bath, and that you're one behind each other. There's two people in the bath. Otherwise, suddenly it's a really uncomfy seat at that end. But that's okay.
That really technical term, the choo-choo bath. I wish it was called that.
It's not. I
don't know.
Okay. It'll work as that.
But the feet, I have to say, I haven't seen a bath with such beautiful feet, even to this day. And we do try and go back sort of around the balcons and what have you, but they are absolutely...
They're chunky, they're not just little delicate feet, they're sort of feet. But, so for having an armchair in the bathroom, having somewhere to sit when somebody's in the bath, it does work. And that's one of those things.
You paid €20 for this chair, and you know, we didn't pay for it.
You didn't even cover it?
No, well, I really loved it. So, you know, we could definitely replace the chair if we wanted to, but you know, there's something about this chair that I really, really adore. You know, it is a little bit worn down, but it's, you know what, it's character.
More room scope. Come on, follow me, go.
So the Honeymoon Suite, which is going to have its arrivals imminently.
Yes, they're going to be turning up. We're just waiting for them to come.
And let's turn the light on here. This was the original Wallpaper Museum extension of the fabric. It calls it the padded room.
This is
the padded hallway.
Padded wall. And by the way, I think I had so many comments about fire and about, oh, you can't put material. Guess what? It's all flame retarded. It's been squirted within an inch of its life with every form of flame retardant, because you don't take any risks when it comes to your family.
Well, completely. I know if you don't see something on television, it normally, and you would do it for yourself, we would definitely have done that.
But apparently spraying flame retardant on material is not very good telly. What can you say? Well, what's something that's quite interesting here, by the way, I like it. The wall finishes about here. Yeah, that's a false bit of wall. And inside the false bit of wall, we've got the pipes that come up from the cellar and go down. There's a little window frame in there. We see this is false, and that's to allow the pipes to come up, and they actually come up here, go under the floor, and then continue up. So all those hiding your pipes, you've forgotten about that.
I have forgotten.
The corner of the children's playroom is there, because this is the main wood-bearing wall.
Yeah.
And so I thought when we said we're going to bring them upstairs from the back of the wood burner, from the radiators, from everything else, and it goes all the way down to the cellar, because we thought we might put the biomass in that cellar, so we could connect onto the pipes. We put the pipes there just in case. All it took was a bit of an extension.
But it is wonderful how after time those boxes and those bits where you've hidden all of the utility, they are lost. They are lost, and I think that's one of the biggest messages that we've always sort of said to one another, is that if you knock a wall down or you take a bit of wallpaper off, it is only a matter of time before your mind kind of gets foggy with it. You do, because I can't remember the actual wall for me now. Yeah.
Oh, good, we're up.
But when I first did,
is this coming up?
When I first did this wallpaper repeat, it was 2.5 meters because I wanted to get
a 2.5 meter repeat's not good, by the way. Just in case you know, that's here. I'm going to go downstairs. Right, I think we show people in here. Let me show people in here. Yeah. Come on, Quentin. Nobody gets in here. This ridiculously messy room. is a very busy room.
It's organised. It's the ironing room, so it's my pride and joy. So.
A roller iron. That was a big expenditure for something to try and cut back in time.
Yeah, in 2019 there was a number of things that we got because, you know, the weddings were such a big part of our world. I mean, they are again this year, but obviously they haven't been sort of for the last couple of years. And these little bits of investment that, you know, if we'd had the money to start up it, we would have bought them straight away. But boy, I mean, and we must have saved this amount of time just from, you know, you put a duvet through and it rolls it flat. It's wonderful. So you've got to invest in these things because it's time and time is money, and this is quite a hot room. But this was originally my workroom, and obviously my work room is upstairs now. But this is sort of it's a heart of the house, and I have got to tidy it up a little bit.
The kitchen's the heart of the house, not the ironing room.
For me,
it's two different.
Yeah,
opinions,
but that's your
two different opinions on what's important.
No, this is the wedding heart of the house. Because everyone comes up, they put their sort of, you know, bridesmaid dresses or their shirts go in there.
From Sir Ryan Quinton, well done. Lights. Quinton turned the lights on and filmed. He's multi-capable. There we go.
Ta-da! So we've got the Potagerie Suite bathroom. Oh, you know, I have to say probably one. I don't like to have favourites, but this is one of my favourites of bathrooms.
That bath's ridiculous, by the way. It's nice. It's aged in actually as well because it came a bit sort of blingy. But actually, as a bath, having a bath that conducts heat away makes no sense whatsoever. But that's okay. It's light.
It was never blingy. It was exactly the right bath.
It was quite blingy. Come in here. Look at this. This is something that you have to get. Look at that for a shower head. All right. And the beauty about that is when you turn the water off, it's still full of water. So it drips for a bloody age.
But that is the most beautiful shower head you could dream
Just
of,
saying,
isn't it?
bath makes you cold and the shower head drips until it's empty. But apart from that, this is very logical. And you see
the copper and the emerald green, I mean, it is lovely. This side of the house is so golden. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, even now when the sun's gone around, it's like drilling holes in this. Remember this sort of the
Yeah.
here. This is a piece of furniture from Emmaus in Le Mans.
Oh yeah.
We got this in Le Mans.
Yeah.
Different.
It is. We go to boutiques and second-hand shops quite a lot, and
It's very green. It's very green.
Well, it definitely is, and I think that's always been part of our ethos. But whenever we're going out, it's interesting. You don't always find the things. That's the thing. You win some and you lose some. But whenever we have got something that we absolutely need, I don't know if it's luck or if it's just sort of putting it out there, but we always find the right things.
We do find things.
I've not seen anything like that high.
But we were looking for that, and that
We were
is a
looking for
good
that.
height.
You know, when we were looking for the baths,
If it had been 6 inches lower, it would have still been the right height. We've just done something different with it. That's part of the world that we do live in.
No, I'm not believing that.
But when you find things,
it was there.
we buy them because you only see them once.
Yeah.
You know, it's ridiculous. That is not something you can go and find in a catalogue.
Absolutely.
Like any of these things, if we find something that's right, you have to sort of do it. Otherwise, if that's the whole thing about the vintage you love, it's one of a kind type thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. We've had people around for the last sort of week or so, or a couple of weeks back now, looking at products and some of the things that you've designed and developed. There's an awful lot of things that come through. My personal favourite is the fact that you've come to the dark side, because this country girl used to live in the city, you know. She used to live in East London.
I'm definitely a hybrid now, I have to say. But if you don't know, this is our Potagerie Suite, and Dick actually named it the Potagerie Suite. Within the first sort of year, 18 months.
We're going to look out of the windows in just a second.
Purely because this overlooks his wall garden, of which he would have bought the Chateau for.
I don't have a walled garden and a little pigsty that we have around the back than the Chateau. That's just me talking here. But because it is a lovely thing. Any gardener who has the opportunity to have a walled garden will probably take your arm off above the elbow, okay? They'll just bite your arm off for that.
Yeah, yeah.
But what I like about this was we spent a long time thinking, and we've got bees on the wallpaper, we've got all sorts of stuff.
Art Deco carrots, there is alliums, the courgette.
She knows what an allium is. Hey, hold on. Angela knows what an allium is. You see, the onion family, she doesn't even know that's a leekhead. No, it's an allium.
And do you know what? That was the fun bit, because this room, I don't want to say it, but this was a love token to Dick. And,
Soppy, but true.
no, it absolutely is. If you look everywhere around it, you've got a similar style.
Look over here, and you can understand why the shink. Look, there's the garden over there. It's 36, 37 at the minute, heading up to 40. Yeah, so it's quite hot, but there's a walled garden. One of the things that's worth saying, every one of our windows got a beautiful view.
Oh, okay.
I think we should just do a picture out of every window, every season.
Do you know,
that'd be lovely.
Yeah, but you're not gonna. We've talked about this. Oh, okay. But no, it would be 4 amazing ones, and then it would be 4.
I do one for every window.
Was it? Yeah, okay.
My idea.
Huh?
I'm just going to say it was her idea now.
No.
Look, see stuff like, come in. This is weeds on the wall. This is what we call the weeds on the wall tower.
I know, it's the love sort of token the other way around, because we have this sort of long-standing joke that Dick actually never has ever bought me a bunch of flowers.
We've heard this a couple of times. I've heard it thrown up to me many times. Every time I went up to London from Cornwall to see Angela, what would happen was there'd be a bunch of flowers everywhere in her flat.
Because
you bought them for all of your
events. I always did the flowers, and afterwards, after the tea parties, I'd always just have so many flowers around.
So years of I think I may have tried to bring you flowers once. Maybe I didn't bring you the first time I bought you something else.
No, you definitely didn't. You bought me that lovely fascinator.
Okay, I bought her something else, but no flowers, because I realised flowers were silly. Calls to Newcastle. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it.
And you've definitely made up for it over the years. I have to say, you know, with the cutting garden and the sowing of all the flowers, sort of in the lots of wildflowers in the meadow. I mean, it's definitely. It was worth the wait, I have to say. And this is a finish I use a lot, and it's similar. It's got a similar luster to what is in the sand paint, but it's different. And what it allows, or has allowed, is for me to seal the walls whilst having a little bit of a glitter, a luster in there. But we keep all of the history. You know, you see all of those dents, and I like all of that, because I just, you know, I don't want to come in here and have all pristine. Imperfections are beautiful. Okay, well worn, I just said, but imperfections. She's not calling me imperfect. Come on, girl. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about flowers. This is quite interesting. This is one of the beds we don't actually have to iron the duvet on. Oh, it's still ironed underneath. Oh, can't lie. But do you remember what was behind here? You wrote a little note. I did. Yeah. And I always sort of think that maybe, you know, it might not be us. It'll probably be sort of either ours. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Watch it. Watch. Come. This is Quentin. No, go hide away, Quentin. I haven't seen your face. But I wrote a bit about us and our family, and I think whoever finds that, you know, it's going to be sweet. Arthur and Dorothy have no idea it's there, so no. It could be our grandchildren. It could be our great grandchildren. It could be some completely different. We just, you know, that's the beautiful thing. How long does wallpaper last? Huh? Some of the stuff we got was decades old, wasn't it? Oh, wallpaper lasts. Decades and decades and decades. Come on, I want to show this corridor. We're going to stop in this corridor, believe it or not. This is the end of our little walk around. It doesn't take us long to eat up time, does it? Have a look here. The time gone? Quentin, look. Pictures. Evie Jones sent us that one. Isn't that lovely? We've got there. That's a cross stitch of one of the tiles we did. There's watercolours. One of my favourite. There's various illustrations. Look at this as a whole family. And if you just, what you need to do is just step through here. I will let Quentin take you a little guided tour with this as we say bye bye, because you've got to go get your nails done. Don't tell the truth. She's got to get her nails done. Blam! It's true. Quentin's taking us for a little guide. Hold on, look down to Angela's sign. Look and say goodbye. Stop there. I'll take the road. Say bye bye. Go. I'm gonna love and leave you and see you very, very soon.
Come on, Quentin, look at these ones. Have a little look more. And if you've sent one in, you'll see where it is. Look up here, look. That's the vintage patisserie. Come on, we'll work through this together. And we'll leave you on this lovely Sunday with, there's the Motte Husson. Who's that handsome bloke? No, it's not Sophie or Quentin. Ah.